Netherite pot or just Netherite PvP is the most common form of late game PvP. This kit consists of basically full out gear. You have strength and speed pots, and you have a Netherite sword, and sometimes you have shield, sometimes you play with the totem offhanded. And Netherite PvP has just been holding space and like mindlessly aiming at people as you're falling just to do crits. Basically, whoever got the first hit won the exchange. You couldn't do anything about it. You could like hurl away every single exchange and don't win. It was just not a fun PvP at all. There was zero skill involved. So Minecraft developers actually finally decided to be good at the game and drop 1.18.2. There was this glitch in the game that basically made it so that Netherite PvP would have random knockback, which would make people not take knockback at all when PvPing. Now, how PvP is like, it's actually a fun environment with a lot of different metas. In shielded meta, you actually have to use the axe and sword in order to effectively kill the opponent. The strat there is you're supposed to try to get a lot of axe crits because you can't do enough like attacks as in comparison to Netherite sword. So what you do is you go for axe crits, and if they block it with the sword, you can combo them by alternating shield and sword. Or what you can end up doing if it hits them, they take a lot of damage, you can continue to crit them out if they have their shield lowered. In shieldless PvP, there are two different types of metas. There is the KB sword meta, and then there's the default sword meta. In the KB sword meta, there's a lot of cons and pros of the strat. Most of the strategies, it's more important to have knockback. You have a lot more control over your opponent, and you can just do knockback hits on them, and they can't touch you if they're using a no knockback sword if they can't hit you before you hit them, and they basically just end up getting comboed. And some of the cons is you can't really crit chain at all because you go for crits and then they get knocked out of your range. Also, some people use no knockback, which is what most people do. I don't really like using no knockback because it just feels really difficult to get out of combos. And it's also really easy to crit chain people when you have no knockback because you hitting them actually slows them down enough to get your next crit. And you get to deal a lot of damage on the other person. A lot of the risks is you just get comboed out of existence if they like get you before you get them. And it's really difficult to fight someone with the knockback one sword. So basically the strat is if you're better than your opponent, you're going to want to use a normal sword because you can kill them fast and easily, while if you're 2v1ing or you're trying, if you know the opponent's better at getting crits in than you are, using a knockback one sword to combo them is incredibly easy and more safe to do.